Hello everyone, I'm Pujita Sai Tulasi. In this video, we will talk about multi-threading. What exactly it means? So before we dive into what exactly multi-threading is, let us first understand what multitasking is. Suppose that you are browsing, or when you're working with more than two applications. So suppose that you are browsing, so you're typing a document on an MS Word, you're playing a song at the same time. So just say you're listening to a music and at the same time you're typing your document. So now you're using more than two tasks at the same time, right? So that is called multitasking. So if multiple number of applications are running simultaneously, so then that is called multitasking. So this multitasking can be categorized into two ways, that is multiprocessing and multi-threading. So let's understand what multiprocessing is. So let us consider the example of a Gmail application. So if in the Gmail application we have various programs like the login, compose mail, send mail, logout, all these are the various programs. So all these multiple programs of the same application, that is Gmail app, is running simultaneously in order to provide multiple services to multiple clients at a time. So that is called multiprocessing. So then what is multi-threading? So before we understand what exactly is multi-threading, so let us just suppose that just take one task that is like MS Word. So now that's one process, right? So now in MS Word, if you are typing the document and made a spelling mistake, so parallelly while you are typing, at the same time it is checking for spelling mistakes, right? So that means inside your MS Word, which is one process, so we have so many smaller units, right? So like the typing or spell check, so these are some of the sub processes, right? So we call these sub processes as a thread. So what exactly is a thread now? A thread is nothing but a unit of a process. So it is a lightweight process. So say let's take a process and break the process and you will get the threads. So for better understanding, to say in client point of view, thread is a request, whereas in Java point of view, thread is a job. So now let's understand it with the example of the Gmail application. So now this is a Gmail application and we have considered the login program. So now the same program, the login program of the same application, that is Gmail application, is providing the same service to multiple clients simultaneously. So that is known as multi-threading. So now that you're clear with multi-threading, multi-processing and multitasking, so let's quickly move on to the thread life cycle. So whenever a thread in Java is a class, so whenever you create an instance of a thread, so that will be in a new state. So when your thread is ready to execute, so it moves from the new state to the runnable state. So once the thread has been allocated to your processor, so then your thread, and that is your thread is currently executing, then your thread moves from runnable to the running state. So if at all there occurs an interrupt, or you cause your thread goes into sleep, or you suspend your thread, or you cause your thread to wait for some input output operation, so then your thread moves from the running into the waiting or the sleeping or the block state. And once your thread, when the sleep time is up, so when the time interval has been elapsed, when your thread resumes, so then again your thread will move from the waiting or the blocking state into the runnable state. Again from runnable state it moves into running state. So once that your execution of your thread is completed, so it finally moves into the dead state. So this is a clear view of the 5 different states of a thread, and this is about the thread life cycle. Thank you so much.